My thing is this: if there's an understanding in place, whether you're married or not, if there's an understanding, then you're not cheating.
Okay.
Now, if you want to go spiritual, it's a whole nother language because, you know, having sex with anybody outside of who you're married to is when you're violating the, you know, the Bible type of deal, which, you know, is very normal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Today's
To violate
society.
the Bible, that's just normal these days for most. But I'm just saying, like, if you and your wife, whether you're on paper with it or not, have this understanding where, look, we still married on paper, but you're moving around in Romania, smashing romaine lettuce in Romania, then that's on you.
The red lettuce too, man.
Yeah, if she's not at home crying because you smashing in Romania, then everything is all right.
You know, I thought Rud would be like, you know, you still gotta, like, you know, since this is legally on paper, I should
There's an
just
understanding.
I don't
keep my penis in my
I'm
pants.
the Rev and the Run. You know what I'm saying? I'm still Run, but I do what I do, and I show a picture of it rather than preach. You don't catch. I don't own a church. I got this collar through going to church, but when you look at Run's house, I create a picture. I created the picture for Jay-Z to be with Beyonce. I created a picture for LL Cool J. I create a picture. I don't, like, you know, it's like Michael Jordan dunking. He's not giving classes. He's just dunking, and you're inspired. So when you see my life, you be like, that's the picture I want to see. So for me, you know, my job is to be grown, to show you how fly it is to have a family, to have your life in order, and you to make the choice whether you're going to remain, you know, at a certain age, a kid, or you're going to do like the Bible said. As a kid, I do kiddie things. I was smashing everything. When I get older, the Bible says you depart from it. So for me, you know, like I'm just showing people, so this is how we do it. I'm Montel Jordan for you. Like, you know, this is how it's done.
Wow.
Look at this picture. You see this? You see my wife, you see my kid, you see the house, you see how we're in order. You look at that and become inspired by that rather than me saying to you, yo, you wrong, who kid, you know, you shouldn't. Like you see that and be like, I really want that. And then I'm cool. I don't have to preach it. You know what I'm saying? I
You
talk.
live it. Actions.
I don't talk. I show it in the walk. And that's why I was so blessed that MTV let me have that show. This way I could preach without preaching and leave an impression on the world of this is what you want. And I thank God for that pulpit of MTV.
Wow.
And not just being some family channel. He's like, let's put it in the midst of, you know, Jersey Shore type channel. And God allowed that for me. So I could create
that's real right there.
a pioneered, you know, rap
he
music.
wasn't beating his wife up, pulling her hair out,
and
doing
it looked
any
fly.
of the things that normally attract high ratings and being number one. So it created a new standard. Like everybody in the industry of reality TV was like, well, we normally go after the dumb stuff, the wild, crazy, over the top, this and that, dysfunction that attracts ratings. But here's this man loving his wife and kids in this house, the Rolls Royce, the mansion, the hip hop equity, legendary this and that, but yet the ratings is number one through love. It's like the Cosbys. Like, how is this show number one? You know, Bill Cosby ain't beating Claire.
That's truly gangster.
It was my way of being able to preach without preaching. And you know, what's good for me is Tyrese came into my life. So, you know, that's a picture. Yeah, that's a beautiful picture. But what about the people that want to embrace it? So Tyrese being the young, fast and furious Transformers who actually came to be and attacked me. Yo, what up, man? You know, this is what I'm thinking. And he was like attacking me. We got into a conversation some years back
about cheating
and stuff. But yet he walked.
NBC.
Right. NBC for sure. And
he said you shouldn't have sex.
That's not what the email was. The email was just talking about. The email was the email that the word of wisdom that went out that morning was about. It wasn't about sex before marriage. It wasn't about that. It was about just leaving any relationship without, you know, just because the sex ain't right or something like that. It was like, or because of your stupid reasonings. And you was like, dude, I got a problem with you saying that I can't break up or I need to just stay with one girl when these issues are in the air. And many times guys make up issues in order to walk out of a relationship and create insecurities.
Quick to walk away.
Quick to walk away. And I was teaching them to be a professional forgiver. So we're a good team. You know, he got me turned up, like really putting Run DMC. We got back together. He has a lot of energies that he throws towards me. He kind of pushed me in the right direction as some things were being shown to me. So,
now they're on stage.
So it's a fair exchange.
Made in America.
Of this
First performance in 10 years.
What?
Jay-Z, Made in America.
Yeah, we did it. It's
one of my
almost done.
proudest contributions to hip hop.
Shit, yo.
Yeah! I pushed him out there. Get him, Rev!
Jam Master Jay was.
I wish I'd have been there, man.
Well, did that affect the choices too, like to come back for him?
That was one part of the choice for years. It was, you know what, timing's everything.
Okay.
To tell the truth, this timing was the right timing for Run DMC to go back out. The show was received incredibly well in Rolling Stone magazine and went over well, and that was the timing. You know, of course, Jam Master Jay. You know, we brought his kids. Both of his kids are pretty nice on the Wheels of Steel. So we brought them, and it just worked out beautiful. And Jay-Z was there, and Beyonce, and it was great. And you know, it worked out really nice.
Yeah,
Tyrese
it's good.
is hugely into self-improvement. He is a man of God, and he loves God, and there's all this other stuff. If you look at his tweets, they're not just come see me perform. He goes on rants about just improving people's lives. So when he was inspired, like the rest of the people, by Run's house, and was like, I want that. So I want to understand. So he approached and stayed around a man. It's not easy to be around a man of God. You're like, what? It's too much. Like, what's going on? Like,
I know.
I can't even, you know,
He's
I don't
a
want to
man
use
of God
profanity.
that wears a collar.
Right. So it's a lot. But
It's intimidating.
He's pulling,
Rev said when he goes places, people start putting their cigars out. Like, oh, hey, what's up, Rev? How's everything? How you doing, man?
I know Rev for so many years. He's a cool dude. You don't have to be like, you don't.
But a lot of people, it's intimidating a little bit.
It's the Jesus juice, man. It's
I'm not
intimidating.
gonna curse around
But Tyrese,
Rev, you know what I mean?
but Tyrese actually is pushing towards, and has pushed towards walking a straight line. Like he's in a committed relationship right now, you know, and that became.
I ain't
for me,
really want you to put my business
but
out there.
I put it out there.
I mean, there's
Not
still
only
a
is
lot
it
of
a committed
equity out there.
relationship, that came out of me screaming, like he screamed at me
Still
to
a
be
lot of
with.
equity out there, Rev.
Whatever.
You know what I mean? Put
Whatever.
my business out
Moisture,
there.
right? They messed up your moisture, yo.
You know it.
That
The
moisture
bottom
right
line
now.
is he wants that picture. It's a beautiful picture, and most people at a certain time of their life wants that calm down. It's appealing.
I mean,
when you look at President Barack Obama and Jay-Z and Beyonce, and you look at those pictures, or Rev and his wife, and you see that's pretty orderly. And that orderly picture.
Let's go even further. Let's go even
But
further.
no, he was gonna say something. What was
No,
he
it's
gonna say?
funny you brought that up, but you know, Jay-Z was like,
Yeah.
okay,
She
but-
tied up the big pimping.
yeah, thank you.
But let's go further.
But he thought it. But one day.
Let's go further.
Go ahead.
Let me jump in there real quick.
Go ahead.
It's a lot floating around out here, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go for it. See, this is what I bring to the book. First of all, we're here to talk about. We're going to a lot of different places, but we're here because one of the most powerful things that me and Rev Run has ever done. We came together to write a book called Manology. And we are dissecting the thought of man. And this is not throwing men under the bus, but I have a daughter, he has daughters, and we felt the need to give women specifically the heads up about what's around the corner before they get there. There's a lot of things that y'all don't understand, a lot of things y'all are trying to understand. A lot of y'all wasn't raised by fathers, uncles, and brothers to give y'all the heads up about what men think, what we do, the games that we play, the pimping, the lies, the scheming.
Damn.
But let me go back to what I was saying. For me, I'm scared,
Horrified, huh?
right? Let's keep it 1,000.
Wow.
Right? The sexiest, baddest chicks in the game got all of the same rappers, singers, actors smashing. NBA, NFL, $100 million niggas out here smashing.
Rotation, right?
And they leaving one, going to the next, because we got access to all that vaginal activity. Right? And so these chicks are so happy to have $100 million nigga on top of them smashing. They want to take a condom off. They take it off because they don't want to offend the $100 million nigga.
Right?
Because if you got $100 million and you end up slipping up, then they look at it as an investment. Now, so I'm not going to tell a dude worth $100 million to put a condom on because the best thing that can happen is you slip up.
Exactly.
And so now here's an investment. I'm at $23,000 a month for the rest of my life for 18 years because I got a little shorty on the way. So for me, it got to a point, right? And I'm not all the way tapped out, but I'm on my way where I'm saying like, look, I'm kind of scared because I know me. I don't drink. I don't smoke. So when it comes to vaginal activity, that's my world. And I got what it takes to get what I want. I can walk in the room, and even if a woman thinks she's not going to go there with me, I know what it takes to get what I need. And so it doesn't, like, when you got the power, you ain't got to use it. And I'm not fronting, it's no ego. Like, this is my reality. This is what it is. Has nothing to do with celebrity specifically. I'm charming. I'm charismatic. I'm not the ugly dude. I'm walking in the room. They know what it is. They want me, and I want them. But where does it end? Where does it end? And so when a man get into a certain season in his life, it's a season thing. I'm not judging anybody still out there clubbing, fireworks, popping all day, every day, smashing 5 or 6 a day. I'm not judging no man because I've been there.
5, 6 a day, good.
I've been there. But the point I'm making is at a certain point, you got to bend that corner. At a certain point, you gotta say, as a man, I need to get into a new season in my life where why do I still feel lonely and I'm not in my bed by myself? Because you're smashing randomness and there's nothing connected. You're rubbing bodies. She gets up, she leaves, and you're still sitting there like, all I did was bust a nut and she's gone.
Wow.
So at a certain point, you get into a season where everything that you're doing and all of the women or the woman that you're interacting with, it has to mean something. So you can't be this close to somebody like Rev Run, who never had sex with his wife, never kissed her before he got married. And the first time he had sex, he created Diggy Simmons with his wife, who's now #1 on 106 in Park, where videos are being retired. So everything about the first time he made love to his wife after they got married, never kissed her, never touched her, nothing.
Wow.
Right? They had sex for the first time and created Diggy Simmons. So you look at that and you say, well, I don't know if I can hold back for those who like me. Like, I don't know if I can hold back.
I don't push that on anybody. That's just me.
I don't know if I can really go biblical
religious.
on that level. I want to know what I'm marrying.
You never told me that. Run, you never told me that, Run.
I don't tell people. That's intimidating.
Run, that's
BS.
crazy.
Like, people know what's in the Bible. People know what's going on. I'm a very serious man of God. This is how I decided to, it wasn't always like that. With I had a wife before. When I got into church, when this collar got wrapped around my neck, as I became the Rev, yes, I found out the rules and regulations and decided to follow them. I'm Run, then I'm Rev Run after. So now that the Rev comes before the Run, I decided not to touch Justine, and we decided together to build a life that was godly. And that's what you saw on MTV. And that's why the blessings flowed, because I was following.
And they've been still flowing.
And they flow because of the way we carry ourselves. We carried ourselves according to, Scripture.
Rev?
Life is crazy, right? I mean, wow.
It's crazy.
It's favor.
I've seen painful times. I've had, it's just like everybody else. There's, my whole life led up to things that were good. I've led into problems. I've had issues. But yes, I stay diligent and working hard. And I'm the Rev. It's real.
To hear God, you gotta be near. Come on.
What floor are we on right now? I feel God in me right now. Man. Speaking of manology, you don't define a man's success by being an entertainer. A man's success could be like, you could be an entertainer.
Man.
Yeah, so because
entertainers, you definitely
most
don't
entertainers are not successful.
Busy paying
Most
the managers
entertainers know how to create a facade of success. And then they go home scratching, looking for $2.
Yeah, because I want to.
All you got to do is next time you go to a club and you see an entertainer over there trying to outdo everybody in the club from ordering all of them bottles of rosé and Ace of Spades.
That is so
Look
dumb,
at his
right?
facial expression when the lady come out with the little flashlight and that black book, and she's trying to show him what that bill look like.
They be like, oh,
look at his
shit.
face. Like, all of a sudden, bring the light a little closer. Like he want to make sure that number.
All those massages feel good, and then you tighten right back up when they send you the bill at the Ritz-Carlton. Thank you for the nice massage. Look at the bill like, oh, I'm crambled up again.
That's why I brought that up, because manology, it can relate to anyone.
It is with
anyone.
It's
anyone
about entertainers. This is about.
I want to make that clear because you guys are like successful, and I want to.
This is about.
This is for the common man and woman, for sure.
For the common people and for people who want to have a better understanding.
But we're also talking, we're also giving people the heads up about, if you're looking to be an entertainer in whatever capacity, like, don't get caught up in the traps. Like, this book isn't politically correct. It's not nice. This book is uncomfortable. but it's raw and it's like out there. Like if we change
I talk
the
about
title
my
of
past
this
also.
book,
It's not just that I woke up one
he
morning.
exposed him.
I mean, you
his
can go look
past.
back at the tapes. You know, that whole Run's house that's so nice. That's not how that song really went.
Oh,
when
wow.
I used to, if you look at Crush, think of Crush Group.
Yeah, of course.
What Run's house, I said we had a whole lot of super. That was just me cursing out LL and the Fat Boys. Like we had a whole lot of superstars on this stage here tonight. But I want y'all to know one thing: this is my mother house. Because don't get it twisted.
Classic.
I flipped it into Run's beautiful house, but it was about me headlining the Garden
Going
and
in.
you not budging until I
Took the collar off, cursed out LL, and run.
I didn't have a collar
No,
back
I'm just
then.
playing.
That song was specifically about putting foot in rappers' ass. Specifically.
Before we get out of here, should we confess to Run real quick? All the bad shit we done? Like, you know.
He already did in the book. Find all that in the book.
Hey,
I'm going to have to confess to you before you get out of here, man.
Your confession, I
I
understand.
gotta tell you all the bad stuff I've done, man. All the moisturizing, all the craziness, man.
Yeah, man, I've already
It's
known
gonna
it.
be like, it's gonna be like an hour of confessions, man.
I've walked through it, man. Don't worry about confessing to me.
Don't strike me down, Rev, man. Please,
I don't strike anybody down,
Okay,
man. I'm
that's
nobody
all
to judge
thanks,
nobody,
man.
man.
I love you,
I'm
man.
the Rev, man. Don't worry
Yo,
about
T,
trying to
man.
make me. Don't put me on that level.
Get me out of that.
I want to talk about the moisture.
I don't want to take that escalator downstairs. You know what I mean? Help, Rev.
You man, you
I
do
want
what
to
you
talk
feel
about the
comfortable with.
moisture.
Point in
It's
your
the
life.
funniest thing on
I'm
earth.
glad y'all came through, man. We got
I wish I had an hour to tell you about all my moisture. Never question greatness, man.
Thank you.
That's all I'm saying. Never question greatness. Anybody who got caught up in the lip singing thing, shut up.
That's the
You try and
dumbest
sing in
crap I've
30-degree weather in D.C., I would have lip synced too. Shut up. Don't ever question people on the level of a Beyonce because we've all seen her do it live 1,000,000 times over. Shut up.
Thank you.
You can't even get through a damn karaoke thing in a little private bar. You already auditioning for American Idol. You can't get it together. Shut up. Just shut up. Just fix your face. Shut up. You heard it from me. It's Tyrese speaking. I would have did it lip sync too. President Obama's looking. Damn it. I need to get all these notes right. Shut up.
Help me, God.
Manology in stores. Fix your face.
Ugh.